stone soup. Once upon a time, in a remote village, there was nothing to eat. And one little girl was very hungry. She saw an old woman, stranger, approaching their city. And she asked, "Old woman, have you got something to share? Have you got any food? I'm very hungry." And the old lady said, "None to spare, some to share." And the little girl was very puzzled. Come, little girl, and have some of my soup." She's like, "What kind of soup is that? This bowl is empty." But in the pot there was bubbling water, and an old lady pulled out a stone. And the girl said, "How can you make soup with one stone?" But the old lady said, "This is not an ordinary stone, it's a magic stone. It helps to make a stone soup when people are hungry." And she added the stone in the pot. "Can you get one thing," she said, "for the soup?" And the girl said, "Okay, but you have to use magic words. None to spare, some to share." So the girl went down to the village and asked people, "Do you have anything?" And there was one boy who said, "I can bring one potato." And he did. So he brought one potato, and the girl said, "None to spare, some to share." So the potato was added in the soup, and the old lady started to mix it all up. The little girl saw other friends who asked her, "What are you doing?" And she said, "I am making a stone soup, and we need only one thing." And she said magic words, "None to spare, some to share. Do you have anything in your house that you can bring for our soup?" And this little boy brought a carrot. So the old lady cut the carrot and put it in the soup. So the soup was boiling and already smelled yummy. So twins came to see what's happening, and they asked, "What's cooking? We are very hungry." And the girl said, "None to spare, some to share. Can you bring one thing for our soup?" And they rushed and looked everywhere, and they found some peas. So they put them in the soup pot. The soup was boiling, and the smell was amazing. Everyone could smell the yummy soup boiling. The girl went to her mother and she asked, "Mommy, do we have some food?" And only old cabbage. The girl said magic words, "None to spare, some to share." And Mommy gave her some last cabbage. So the old lady cut the cabbage and put it in the soup. And then other people started to bring more and more ingredients for the soup. Garlic, some beetroot, and tomatoes. And some found even little tomatoes they could put in. The soup smelled delicious. Finally, the little girl asked her grandma, "Do you have some, none to spare, some to share?" And the old lady said, "Yes, I have some leaves of basil." So they added basil leaves into the soup, and the soup was very yummy. The old lady who came to the town started to give everyone a little bit of soup, and everyone had a bowl. Everyone was not hungry anymore. And once they finished eating soup, what's left was just a piece of rock. The old lady wiped it and put it back in her pocket. And she left the town, saying to the little girl, "Remember, if you need to make a soup, you can use a stone and magic words you need to use. None to spare, some to share." This is the secret of the stone soup.